and welcome to the Woven Almanac channel. If it's your first time stopping by, you are very, very welcome. And if you're one of the OGs, welcome back, guys. So today's video, it's not a podcast. However, I was tagged by another YouTuber, Helen, who's Mousy Makes podcast. Some of you will know Helen. There is a hashtag amigurumibooktag, like a show and tell video that's doing the rounds. I think it's quite old now, but it's finally catching up to my YouTube circle of friends. So Helen kindly tagged me and asked if I would like to do a show and tell of what amigurumi books I've got on my craft shelf. Not as many as I thought I would have, but anyway, I've gathered them all. There's a bit of knitting, but mainly crochet. Probably some of you have got these books or you're familiar with them. So what I've done, I've also marked some of the toys that I've made from these books. What toys I've made are either no longer in my possession, or there's a bit of a collection at my studio, and if I can find a photo of them somewhere, I'll try and insert them, but they're pretty much the same as what's in the book, so you get the general idea. So that being said, I must remember to nominate somebody else at the end. That being said, let's dive in. I've got a bit of a stack here. Not loads. How many have got? 2, 4, 6, 7. And one of them is a kind of amigurumi. So I put my specs on. Shall we begin? I feel like Jackanory. Who's from the UK? Do you remember Jackanory? Right. I'm going to start with my latest purchase. So I've not bought anything out of this. However, I was prompted to shop for a new book because I think Jeanette from Crafty Clegg's Creations, she also did the amigurumi book tag and shown hers, and even though a lot of what Jeanette had shown I've got, it prompted me to do a bit of shopping, and I'd seen this on an Instagram post a while ago, and I thought, oh, that would be a nice book, so I bought myself one. So this is the first book. Brand new, it arrived yesterday, not made anything out of it. It's Crochet Zodiac Dolls by Carla Mitrani. And as you can see, there's a little dolly for every sign of the zodiac. So I've put some, I've had a quick flick through. It's really nice. The beginning of the book gives you a bit of an introduction to the zodiac signs, which is really nice. What the traits are, your birthstones, your lucky colour, your element, and your ruling planet. So in case you're wondering, I'm Libra, so my depiction is the scales. I'm an air element. My ruling planet is Venus. My best character trait is fairness. That's really funny because Lawrence always says to the boys, one thing your mum is fair. And my lucky colour is blue. I thought it would be green, but anyway. And my birthstone is opal. I normally wear an opal pendant, but I haven't got it on at the moment. So yeah, it gives you an introduction, and then you get a bit of a sort of overview of all the different dollies that are in there and what element they belong to. So yeah, I'm air, and I belong with Aquarius and Geminis. Somebody's ringing Lawrence. If you didn't know, Lawrence is my other half. So I'll show you a couple of things that I quite like. Oh yeah, this is a better overview of the projects. If you want to have a look what's in there. They don't seem too complex. You know, most of them have not got like loads of little parts. If you can see them. So yeah, what I thought I would show you, give you a closer look at mine, which is actually one of the most basic dolls. So that'll be a fairly quick make. So here's Libra, and you can see she's carrying 2 little baskets to depict the scales. So that's quite cute. I don't know if I would do those colours, but yeah, I think that will probably be the first one I'll have a go at. And then the other one I wanted to show you, which was adorable, is the Taurus one, which is so cute. So Taurus, she's got little horns on her head, but if you can see, she's got a little ring in her nose like a bull. I thought that was so cute. She looks a little bit Viking as well. Yeah, so that's my first book, a brand new one, Zodiac Dolls. I think these would make great birthday gifts for people. How nice to receive a little handmade gift of your star sign, if you like that kind of thing. And if you're not into star signs, you know, I think they're just cute dolls. Right, this one is the one that's sort of, it is amigurumi, but not completely. But this is a good old faithful, and a lot of crocheters I know have this in their collection. I've had this for years. This is Crocheted Wreaths and Garlands by the lovely Kate Eastwood. Put your hands up who's got a copy of this. Yes, I can see lots of you. But I thought I would show it because, yeah, there are little amigurumi elements throughout the book. I've actually made a lot of individual components from this, like leaves and so forth. But I thought, and I've used this pattern before, which is a Christmas pattern. You get little candy canes and gingerbread people. So that's quite cute. And then the other one, which I really fancy making. Where is it? Oh, I thought I'd marked that one. No, where is it? No. Ever the professional. Here. The birdhouse garland. I think that would make a lovely, like, you could do that for spring, autumn, Christmas themed. Be nice for over a baby's bed. I really like that. It would also be nice in your garden. So I like that one. And then the other one I've marked, which again I haven't made this entire wreath, but however I have made the toadstools from this one. Isn't that lovely? So you've got all the different leaves, the little tiny acorns, and the toadstools. So yeah, this is for me. I think this might have been one of the first books I bought myself for amigurumi. Actually, I'm lying. My mum bought me this because I couldn't get it in the Netherlands at the time. I didn't do an intro at the beginning. I am British, but I live in Holland, just outside of Amsterdam, for over 20 years now. Almost over. It's actually over 21 years. Oh my gosh, where's the time gone? So yeah, this one, if you're looking for an all-round book, really recommend that, because as I said, it's got all different components. You can mix and match them and, you know, make them into something else. Right, I've got two books from the same series. These, if you're a knitting, maybe, or a crochet, but I think she's quite well known in the knitting community, Tanis Gray. And I think these are her second books of the series, I think. And these are the Harry Potter, Knitting Magic and Crochet Wizardry. When they were released, I bought them both at the same time. So I'm going to have a little confession. I've not made anything from these. However, I've marked a couple of things that I did fancy having a go at making. So for the knitting one, I really think these are so cute. Look at Harry's little scarf. Harry, Ron and Hermione, and the little Gryffindor scarves. Super cute. And they look quite simple to make. You know, they're very basic shapes. And then, and these books are nice because they've got toys, garments, household stuff. They've got all kinds of stuff. And the other thing that I really fell in love with and have yet to make is the Marauders socks. Aren't they beautiful? I really fancy making them. So yeah, they're on my list of things to make. Does it give you an overview of the projects? I don't know if it does or not. There's all kinds of stuff in this. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I quite like. The cloche hat. Isn't that lovely? I think maybe it's been brushed, or is it with mohair that they've made it? Lovely. Really nice. I'm trying to see if there's one overarching photo of all the projects. No, there doesn't appear to be. No. Well, on the cover you can see there's hats. This is a scarf, mittens, a little, oh, I forget what they're called now. No, I've forgotten the name of what they're called. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you're probably screaming at the screen now. Anyway, so I haven't made anything out of this. It's not a cheap book. At the time of publishing, this was in pounds, £22.95. So, but it's substantial. And what I like about both of them, they give you all interesting facts about the movies and the books. So really nice. So the accompanying one was the Crochet Wizardry. Again, I haven't made anything out of this. Although a few people I follow on YouTube, I have seen that they've made them. I'm pretty sure Alex from My Yarny Corner made this when it came out. Dobby. I would like to make Dobby, but I do confess, I think there's a lot of components in this, and I tend to get a bit bored, you know, if I like making two of everything. I do the first one, I think, oh, that was good. And then the second one, I'm like, I have to make another one. I have that when I knit socks. Many of you will relate. I always have that single sock syndrome. So yeah, but the Dobby is really nice. My sister Estelle would love that. These, oh, I love these socks. And I've never actually made crochet socks. These are the Bertie Bott's Every Flavour socks. Aren't they delightful? So I really want to have a go at making them. I bet they're lovely and toasty warm. You could have them as like indoor socks. This one I also really like, Dumbledore's hat. Love that. I don't know if I will put the tassel on, but I think it's a really nice beanie. And I like the colours that it's crocheted in. Sorry, there's a plane going over my house. This is the one that when I saw it, I was like, oh, love it. This is the Burrow blanket. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry, somebody's phoning him again. This was, I will tell you, the one in the photo was knitted in DK weight, and it was made in We Crochet City Tweed DK, which is a 55% merino, 25% superfine alpaca, 20% Donegal tweed, and there are 6 colours in there. So I don't think, if you wanted to do it exactly with the same yarn, this isn't a cheap make, but I think this is timeless. I mean, isn't that beautiful? So yeah, that's one of the ones on my list, and then list. And then the other thing, this is the front and back cover on the inside of the book. A golden snitch baby blanket. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really nice. So yeah, haven't made anything from it, but there's lots of things in here that I really want to. This is also nice. The sorting hat. The Phoenix is in there, and then there's like there's a bag, there's banners, there's loads of stuff in here. There's pretty much something for everybody. So yeah, that's Crochet Wizardry by Lee Sarori. Yeah, Lee Sarori and Tanis Gray did the knitting one. I thought they were the same author. I knew that. Stupid me. Right, this is also a book. I've seen it loads and loads of times, but I bought this because this is a Ukrainian designer, and I bought it in response to the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. As I'm filming this, it's 1 year to mark their war, their invasion. So I know a lot of people were looking at ways to help, you know, what could we all do to help them? And we still are, you know, we are still wanting to help them, of course. And this was one of my responses. I thought, you know what, a crochet. I bought some individual patterns from crochet designers, and then I actually bought this book. And this is Olka Novytska, and I never know how to pronounce this. AradiyaToys. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I've made I think I made the king, and I adapted him for the our lovely Queen Elizabeth's Jubilee, and I didn't actually finish it. But you can take elements from all of them and, you know, make your own if you wanted. But I have made a couple I've marked it here to show you, of the bee, which is a super quick make. And how adorable is that? And the designs are really clever, that there's like a little sort of lip that you crochet in, so they stand up. They're not wonky at all. You don't have to put any card or anything in them. Really cleverly written. I think there's an overview of all the little characters at the beginning. Yeah, here. It's a little bit small because there's loads. This book is jam-packed, but you can see all the different little figurines that are in there. And I like the colour palette that she's chose to put in the book. I would go for most of those colours myself. And there's like something for everybody. There's little princesses, queens, knights, wizards, animals. Yeah, lovely. Little flowers. So, heartily recommend this, and very well written. The pattern for the bee didn't get lost at all. It was super, super well written. Right, and then the last two is part of a series. So many of you will have these in your collection, but I've marked which ones I've made from the book. So this is the very first Animal Friends of Pica Pau, and it's written by, what's her name? That's strange, it's not on the front cover. Yeah, Jan Schenkel. She's an Argentinian professional crochet toy designer and the founder of Pica Pau. Oh yeah, it is on the front. So this is the first book, well used, and I've marked the ones that I've made, or the ones I can remember making. So this is Pedro von Dieter Pig. I've made him. Super cute. And actually, this was the very first one I made. Murray the Sea Otter. Murray Sea Otter. So I made Murray. That was the first one I made. These are sat in my studio, I think, at my my workshop at the art centre. Lola Panda. Beautiful. I don't think I did the skirt for Lola though. And I used Scapier's Katona for all of my Pica Pau animals. So I did quite a few from this book. Oh yeah, Victor Frog, but I made Victor a girl, and I made a little tulle tutu for her. Yeah, so she sat in the studio, and then I also made Bonnie Puffin. So I made quite a few of the animals from this. Which prompted me to buy the second one. However, I'm just going to give a little disclaimer here. If you're new to amigurumi, or you're not a very confident crocheter, I wouldn't recommend these to you, because I'm not blaming the designer totally, but the tech editors who looked at this, it's riddled with mistakes. Now, if you're a confident crocheter and you're very familiar with amigurumi, you'll be able to sort of botch the mistakes, you know, things like stitch count mistakes, you know, and all of the patterns that I did, there was at least one mistake in every single one of them. I'm going to be honest with you. They're lovely if you can sort of figure a way around of, you know, navigating the mistakes in the pattern. You'll be just fine, and they'll turn out beautifully. But if this is your first time giving amigurumi a go, don't start with this. Build your confidence up, and then you will be able to get around it. I don't know if they've done reprints and fixed the errors. I'm not sure, because it's a shame. They're lovely books. So yeah, I did, as you can see, I did a fair few from that book, which prompted me to buy the Pica Pau 2. And I'm going to confess, I've not made anything out of this, although I did mark one. Yeah, not quite the centre spread, but you can see the full overview of the animals in this. I fancied, I like this little, I don't know if he's a duck, I quite fancied him. And I think it's the fox on this one. Yeah, I did start making the fox, and there was errors on this, and it just irritated me, and I gave up. And I like here he is, the raccoon and the goat. Oh, so cute. But yeah, as I said, I mean, if you're a confident crocheter, or amigurumi-ist, is that the word? Then, you know, go for them. I haven't got the third one to show you. There is a third book in the series, and because of my experience with them, and they're not cheap books, I just thought, I'm not buying it. It put me off, actually. At the time of purchase, this in the UK, in pounds, this was £15.95, and in euros, which obviously I bought mine in, was £18.50. So they're not cheap books. So yeah, there are my very small collection of amigurumi books. I think I said earlier, I do like to buy single patterns. I use Ravelry a lot, magazines, you know, Crochet Now, Bella Coco, you know, all those kind of magazines. Knit Now, is it? You know, there's I do make you know, amigurumi toys from magazines, and actually I do make amigurumi patterns that some of my friends have made. So Elise, who's Les Petits Saint Crochet, I've knitted quite a few of her patterns. I think she's got a new one out at the moment. I forget the name. Is it Kitten and Her Mittens, I think? I test crocheted her little piggy pattern, and I test crocheted her, she did a pencil pattern, which was really cute. So yeah, and then also another friend of mine who's a Greek designer, one year she brought out this beautiful bauble Santa baby, and I made that, and it hangs on my tree every year. So, you know, it's nice to have a book, but, you know, I would also recommend, you know, having loose patterns, because, yeah, not all of these amazing designers publish books, and they've got wonderful patterns. So I suppose I need to nominate somebody else to do this, and I don't think she's done it before. So if you're watching Karen who's Stitches and Jacks, I'm nominating you to do the hashtag amigurumi book tag. And if you've done it already, I'm trying to think who else who is on YouTube. I think Alex has done it already. I think Davina's done it. Helen's definitely done it. I'm trying to think. I think Ali's done it. I'm trying to think who else who does amigurumi. You're probably all shouting at the screen now. I'm trying to think who also wouldn't mind me tagging them. Do you know what? I don't know if she's been tagged already. Oh, she might have been already. You know what? I'm going to tag Penny, who's Penelope's chinwag. So Penny and Karen, if you've not done the challenge already, there is the gauntlet. Show us, flash your stash. Take up the amigurumi books tag, and show us what amigurumi books are on your craft shelf. Okay, that's everything from me. There will be a podcast coming in a couple of weeks or so. Been really busy at work at the moment, so my crafting's took a bit of a back seat, but things are starting to settle down a bit, so I'll be able to pick up my needles and my hooks again, and get crack-a-lacking and show you everything I've been doing in the podcast. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Let me know if you're not on YouTube as a YouTuber, but you want to share what books you've got in your collection, you'd like to share them with other people. Write in the comments below, and everybody read the comments. Maybe you get some inspiration, and yeah, let me know what you think of my collection. Do you have them? Do you fancy some of them? Have I put you off? I don't know. I hope I was honest without being mean. But that's all from me. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you probably in the next podcast. Bye for now.